Pancakes. Pancakes. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but you know, sometimes I just want some coffee. Oh yeah. 'Tis the season. We'll just add a shot. That was the chair, not me. So I have to apologize to all of you for missing last Sunday. Don't really have any excuses, right? We can't make those. Things just sometimes get out of hand. I forgot. Sunday came and passed and I didn't put up a video. But I was also struck by some news. So these videos weren't entirely meant to go into reaction style. That's just how they ended up, and I've been rolling with it since. But they actually were supposed to break down different things, and I had stated in the first one that it was going to be about all things, not strictly movies or television shows, but also video games. And that's what we're talking about today. Cyberpunk 2077. Now, I'm not reacting to anything today because I've been reacting to every little bit of news that's come out from CD Projekt Red, the developers and publishers of the game, for about 7 years now, I think. Yeah, CD Projekt Red is the same company that publishes and developed the Witcher series. CD Projekt Red put out their first teaser for the Cyberpunk 2077 video game back on January 10th of 2013. So 7 years we waited for development, and finally in 2018 they came out and started making posts again. This got everyone that had been following, like me, excited about the game. An exciting little new input. We found out one of the main characters was going to be voiced by Keanu Reeves. Now this threw everyone in a frenzy. Memes went wild and the game hit the tracks of popularity. Now this all stems from the tabletop game Cyberpunk 2077, written by Mike Pondsmith and published by R. Telsorian Games. And they actually go chronologically too. They start with, I believe, Cyberpunk 2020, and then it goes to Cyberpunk Red, and now the video game will continue off from there with Cyberpunk 2077, taking place in 2077 in a city called Night City, surrounded by the Badlands. Now, I love open world RPG games. I think what really introduced me to this and got me into it, Skyrim. Love Skyrim, love the Fallout series, and I've really focused a lot of my gaming around that. So I'm all about it, and so when I heard that this game was coming out, Cyberpunk, another thing is I'm a Grand Theft Auto fan, and a lot of people on Cyberpunk fans will get upset at that because they don't want you to look at this as a Grand Theft Auto 6. It's not. It really not. It is a full-on role-playing game. You get to create your character. And I think some Grand Theft Auto fans that are excited about it coming out because it's another game that you can steal cars, it's not about that. In fact, when you're starting out, it's not going to be that easy. With a role-playing game, you have to build your character up. You have to increase certain stats on how you want to proceed. So if you want to be able to hack cars easily and get into them, you're going to have to put stats into that. And I'm not sure exactly how all this stat works because the game hasn't come out yet. Also, shooting styles. You're going to come up, it's not going to be like Red Dead Redemption 2 where you're going to be nailing all your targets right at once. It's going to take time. You're going to need to put stats into that, whatever weapon you want to use. You want to use guns, you want to use a katana, or maybe you want to use some cyberware. Get some nice mantis arms. Slash, slash, slash. Oh, cut them up. But the game has what seemingly is everything. Open world, but they haven't released the whole map. So we don't know if this is it or if there will be more. We do know that there will be DLCs and expansions to come after the game releases. Whenever it does release. It's been delayed 3 times, which is where this comes up with, because just last week, we got our 3rd delay announcement. Like I said, Cyberpunk 2077 has delayed 3 times. The initial release was supposed to be April 16th, 2020, and it delayed to September 17th. It was postponed to November 19th, and now we are here. We had less than 30 days until November 19th, and they decided we need to push it back to December 10th, pushing it 1 month to the date before its 8-year release of the teaser trailer. And I hope this is the last one. They said the last one was the last one, November 19th. But, so December 10th it is, and I cannot wait to explore Night City and the Badlands. I mean, this is just awesome. Have you seen Alita? I gotta tell you, because it's called the Badlands there too, and Alita is pretty much exactly what this game's all about. Futuristic type world where people are enhanced by cybernetics. But even in the show and in the movie, they travel to what's called the Badlands, and it's this area outside that's just kind of been taken over by war. There are 3 life paths you start from. A nomad, which seems to be a lot of people's favorite because they want to start off way out in the Badlands and then make their way into the city. There's Street Kid, which is kind of like it sounds. You started in the streets of Night City. And then there's Corpo. And as that sounds, you start up in the corporate area of Night City. A big thing, I talked a little bit about Grand Theft Auto 5. And again, I'm not comparing it. It's just, it seems to be the easiest way to relate for a lot of people, although it is fully, once again, an action role-playing game. Your decisions matter in this game. Your life choices matter. Another huge thing I am so excited about are the vehicles. There's going to be a street racing mini game inside, and when I say there is going to be I mean there's going to be street racing aspect to this game. Cars are heavily, just as much as the fashion of the clothing, there's going to be a fashion of the vehicles. Different vehicles for different gangs are going to have different versions of cars, and the nomads out in the Badlands are going to have different versions or their own version of the car. High-end cars, there's low-end cars, there's sports, exotic cars. But I mean, I could talk your head off all day about this game, and I'm so excited. I hope this is the last pushback. The reason is because it's going to be coming out on all platforms: PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and I don't know the rest of them. PC, of course, and Stadia. All right. Well, to get my day started, I hope you all have a good Sunday. See you next Sunday. Right. Hopefully next Sunday. And in the future, we'll see you in Night City.
She pulls my trigger, got me up all night. It's a game.